Okay, here we go with the next round, and it's going to see Vistra coming down to take this guy out, and she's going to go on the edge as well, so that will be revealed afterwards. So she's going to attack him first. She gets, with all these bloody cards I've got here, she gets +3 to her dice roll and an extra damage if she hits. So she's going to attack with Sure Strike, which is 11. The Orc Archer has 13, so she's only got to get 2 or more, and she's done it. Well, even less than that. She's got 2, plus the 3 extra, that's 5, plus her attack, which is 11, so that's 16, and he is dead. So that's 1 monster gone. She gets a treasure. Thieves' Tools, you gain a +4 bonus to rolls to disable traps while this item is in play. But there is something I've forgotten. She was poisoned. It says here you take +1 damage at the start of your hero phase. Discard this marker at the end of your hero phase if you roll a 10 or more. So she's taken a hit from that. And it's now the end of the hero phase, so she's got to roll to try and get a 10 or more, but she doesn't because the cast iron stomach means she gets +5, so she's only got to score 5 or more, and she's done it. She's got 9 and 5 is 14, and the poison marker has gone, so that's good. Plus she would have had +4. This is to roll traps, so there's no traps yet, so she doesn't use that. So it's now on to exploration phase. She's finished at the edge of a tile, so we'll reveal the next one. And it's about bloody time. We've got a tile with a white triangle, so there's no encounter cards, but there is another monster to come out, and it's another human cultist. So I'll go into the box. Get the human cultist out. There he is. And that ends Vistra's hero phase, so and the exploration phase. So we now have the villain phase. And as always, we start with the Legion Devils. They can only move that far, same as the other 2 behind them, the Orc Archer and the Gibbering Mouther. We now have the cultist. If the cultist is within 1 tile of a hero, which he is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a poisoned dagger. So Vistra has got Shield of Protection and Amulet of Protection, so she gets +2 to her AC, which is 18, and so she's got 20. And he rolls +6 to this. 26. Hit straight away, so 1 and poisoned again, so she's lost a point and she's poisoned, so she's going to lose another point at the start of her next phase, which is now. So she loses 1 because she's poisoned, so she's down to 1 life point now. This isn't good for Vistra, but she's going to attack. And she gets an extra an extra 4. No, it is 3 to her attack. She's going to attack with a Sure Strike, which is 11, so that's actually +14 onto this, and she's done it easily. So the figure is dead because he's only got a value of 1. So he is dead. She gets a treasure card, and it's a flying carpet. This 10-foot square of carpet is woven with intricate stitching and strange runes. Place the flying carpet marker on any tile without a marker. Instead of moving, you can move the flying carpet marker to any tile within 1 tile of it. Any hero standing on the flying carpet marker moves with the carpet. So I'll pause the game and put the flying carpet token on the board. So here we have the flying carpet. tile on the board. So I'm assuming it says instead of moving you can use that to fly to within one tile of where it is, so it can go onto any tile. This would be good if you wanted to get to the far edge of another tile but you didn't have enough moves. So I'm just going to do it just for the hell of it. And it's going to fly down to here, and that ends the hero phase. We now have the exploration phase. She's finished on the edge of a tile, so we draw another one, and again it's no encounter token because it's white, but we do have a monster, and it is a wraith again. So I've just got to try and find the wraith. Okay, the wraith is now on the board, and we now move on to villain phase, which again is moving these guys. They still can't get to her. I don't think they will manage to get to her now. I'm going to put him there. And we have the wraith now, and he has that special ability if he's killed. But if the wraith is within one tile, which it is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a life-draining claw. So it's +6, but she has 20, don't forget. So it's 8, it's missed, but still does a damage. And unfortunately, she's dead, so she's got to use the last healing surge, and it gives her back 5 hit points back. So she cannot afford to die anymore. And we now move on to the next hero phase. So again, she's going to use the Sure Strike, which is +11 plus the 3 extra she's got, but she's poisoned, so she loses that, so she's down to 4. She's going to attack this wraith now, and it's 4 plus 11, which is 15, plus 3, which is 18, and the wraith is 15. So the wraith is dead. It explodes, but because it's not on the same tile as Vistra is, it doesn't do any damage. So the wraith is gone, and you get a treasure card, and it's you gain +1 bonus to speed, so she can now move 6 spaces instead of 5. And we now get to roll this to try and get 5 or more to get rid of the poison. It's got a 4 plus her 5, which is 9. I'm just trying to look here. So she doesn't make it. So she's going to take another hit, but she can still. I'll have a move first before I enter the hero phase. Okay, that's it. And then she rolled the dice and she didn't make it. So it's exploration phase, and we have reached the tile at the end. So we now have to put the lead monster on with his card. He's got a hit point of 6, so this could be death or glory here for Vistra. She's down to 4 points, so she could have a couple of goes at destroying this. So we now go on to hero for exploration phase, and it is an encounter, so we have to do the encounter first. Unnatural corruption. The far realm has an unnatural effect on the dungeon. Draw 5 monster cards. Discard any monster that is not an aberrant. Shuffle the remaining cards and put them on top of the monster deck. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you look on these monster cards, underneath the name it's got this. Now if it says aberrant underneath, then it's it says draw 5 monsters, discard any monster that is not an aberrant. So none of these are aberrants. So we discard them, shuffle the remaining cards and put them on top of the monster deck. Well, it doesn't really matter because none of them were aberrants, so those cards will go to the bottom and nothing is revealed. The reason is the aberrants are quite strong, so if you had an aberrant you knew the next one that come up would be an aberrant, but nothing happened there, so that's okay. So it's now villain phase. These guys move again, all these do. I'm going to move him down there so he can't hit, and we now do the Cobalt Dragonlord. The Cobalt Dragonlord activates at the start of each villain phase. Right at the start, so I don't think it would have made much difference. If the Cobalt is adjacent to a hero, which it is, it attacks that hero with a short sword, and then the Cobalt moves to any square within 1 tile. Okay, so he's attacking, he gets +8. 13 and 8 is 21, and she has a value of 20, so it has actually hit, and it's 2 damage. So I don't think Vistra's going to win this. That card's finished with, and it says the Cobalt moves to any square within 1 tile, so it might as well stay where it is. So it's now Vistra's turn, which we will do on the next video. Will she survive or not? I doubt it.